I moved the grandpa chair. So it's no longer over there. So here I got my table put together. Musty dog smell. I got a solution for that one now. I've got a solution. Okay, hang on. Let's get into the solution mode. Yeah, there's my fender. I put some stuff over here for now, but I'll clear all this out and organize it. But I gotta wait till they get all their other stuff out. But all this is gonna go. All this stuff here is leaving the house. That's for sticking me the other day. I got attacked by that plant the other day. So I Febreze the crap out of him. That'll fix him. That'll fix him. That dog smell is going to take a long time to get out, but you got to get all the dog hair out and got to get all that out. So, well, I'm getting close to my time. I got about a half an hour left. Going to take a shower real quick. Look at that. Oh, that's so awesome. Like that is really good lighting there. That is really good lighting there. Might have to get a diffuse curtain for just so it's not harsh, but look at that. That room is so well lit. That is so good. This room is not too bad. This is going to be about center. That wall is going to stay clear because that's going to be the filming wall. One of the studios. There we go. And that's going to be pretty big chair, but I gotta clean it down. I gotta give it a wipe down. It's a leather chair, so I gotta give it a wipe down. Well, this is good. When all this is out of the house, like that's gonna be, it's all musty and everything. I gotta clean all that before I give it a quick wipe down. All right, so that's what I did for today. I can't wait till they get all this clothes out of here. All this clothes, when it's gone, like that's gonna be most of the smell going. They'll have to wash it all before they bring it up home, but yeah. Oop, better hang my raincoat. I have a hunch I'll probably be using this tomorrow. Who knows? I need to hang some more. Oh, there's a nail. There's a raincoat nail right there. That's the one I was looking for. Perfect. Kill the plant, maybe. Maybe don't get a cactus sting again. Get attacked by 2 cactuses in my own home. That's not good. So I got all that out from the wall. I got the floor torn out over there. Couch out, the stinky couch out. I think we're going to get a storm there. It keeps hearing rumbling or whatever. It's a little bit muggy, but it's actually nicer in here than it is out there. So, because there's airflow in here, that's why. And again, once all this stuff, I was hoping to get this table cleaned off today, but slowly but surely. So I'm going to kind of clean this up a little bit for my friend and see if she wants it for a shop. I know she'll take this for sure. Just got to clean it off. Get rid of all those stuff. So far this place, I'm 3 Pepsi bottles, starting my 4th, 3 Pepsi bottles in on this place in 5 days. That's not too bad. So yeah, get all this mess cleaned up. The fridge, I'm going to have to start throwing stuff out of the fridge. I'll make like I'm good at executive decisions. It's like, okay, executive override. I'm throwing all this out. Yeah, you've had enough time. That's it. You get a week, and then after that, once I get my garbage bags in here, I don't have garbage bags. You're lucky I don't, because as soon as I do, everything's going. But they're going to still take the rest of the plants, the aquarium, those 2 stands. So that'll be all gone. The only thing that's going to be in the kitchen here is basically the fridge, the chair, the table, the chairs, and that lamp. All those shelves will be cleared off. I'll open up don't really need the curtains. I don't really care much about curtains. I might get some later on if I have to, for lighting purposes, but for daily dosage, nope. But so this table here I got a long time ago. Always looked good. I always found it looked good by my Mesa Boogie there. I gotta set the Mesa Boogie in the corner and get it all looking good. But basically this table here, I have the other end table for it. It's fake marble. I bought it back in 1994 or something, 93. It was like when I got my first real apartment by myself. It was like I had like a $700 couch. The table, the coffee table, and one table end was like $450 more. And I had a nice clean apartment though. Like I didn't over clutter it. and like one lamp kind of like that, but you know those. It's the black the same thing as that, but the black one that everybody had the '90s with the gold ring on it. Yeah, that one. You know, it's like, oh, it lights the ceiling. It's so good. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it was a halogen or whatever. Every now and then they'd burn a house down. But I noticed something else there. Okay, there's one baseboard heater. Gee, why was it cold in here in the wintertime? There's the other baseboard heater. Yeah. Let's put everything tight to the baseboard heater. I'm gonna have to give my brother a talking to. Say, what are you thinking? I gotta get all that baseboard heater. So I gotta get everything away from the baseboard heaters because this place is gonna be cool enough as it is that you don't want, like, I don't care about heating up a shelf. Yeah, those two things are probably going to go too. I'll see, because I have this pantry here, which they haven't quite got into yet. But that'll be, like, if I stock that with groceries, that's it. I'm going to keep that vinegar on them. They're not going to know it, because they could use that for washing stuff. But there might be some stuff in here that they might want to keep. But if not, get rid of it all. And then up here, I think it's just bags. I'll leave that open. Yeah, just like bags and junk up there. So, yeah, I'll leave that open, let it air out. So I'm just in like the air out mode. So the biggest thing though, like, is the dog smell. Like that's the hardest thing because there was 2 dogs in here, right? And they, it's hard to keep. Like a dog will stink up your house, especially when it's closed up. But it's not too bad now. That shelf, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. I might take it out because, the piano is this high. That'll tell me whether I keep this or not, but it's not a bad shelf. I could put a plant on it or something, because I don't know if she's going to be able to take all the plants. Running out of space up there for plants, so if she doesn't, then I'll say just leave them down here, and then I'll see how long I can keep them alive for. Most of the planting I'm going to do is going to be outside anyway. That's going to be nice when that tree's gone there, that big tree. I wanted to get it next week. If I get 2 days off next week, I'll get it, but that big dead tree, I'm going to cut that down. There's my asparagus. Got to clean these windows big time. I don't think these windows have ever been cleaned. So my grandmother was probably the last one to clean these windows. So, yeah, I'm going to get out there with the mop the outside, just to get seeing through them, brighten up the place a little bit more. And then, I'm starting to get hungry. Oh, geez. Well, I've been at this all day. So, it's like, I don't know, guys. Like, again, I don't own the place, but it's kind of like I got that first home feeling. It's kind of like, I want to get this done. It's just like the amount of motivation I have is like kind of crazy, but I have to divide my time into outdoor projects, indoor projects. And then, of course, the whole purpose of this thing is music, This room is not too bad, even with that. That there, like, you sweep it and most of it goes away. So it's not wet. Like, it's not, you can't put your finger through it or anything like that. Like, it's pretty solid. So I think it's just a slow seep from the bathtub. So I got to get some caulking for the bathtub and stuff like that. That one's dry. This floor here, I'm sure if I pull this up, I'll probably find something similar somewhere in this room. But I don't think this room is as bad. What I think what it is, this is my hunch, is all that stuff wow, look at the difference in the view. Like, I had to go like this to show you my dad's house. You can see that house up there. That's my dad's house. My other home. Especially right around supper time. But like, I took that much down, and that was almost up to here. So when I get that cleaned out, about 2 or 3 more goes just to get it down to livability, you know what I mean? And then I got to rake it out and everything else. But that was up against the wall, so that means, that's probably where some of the leaks were coming in, But there's a gully at the very bottom of the base of the house there. That's probably where the water was pooling up the most. So I'm going to have to deal with that. And if I deal with that, that might solve the basement issue. Because like I say, when my grandmother and grandfather were here, the basement always leaked, but not like it did with my brother. So maybe it was something my grandfather stayed on top of and nobody realized, because you see the airflow still flowing down the basement there. Not too bad. It's drying out a bit. If we get like a real downpour, it'll probably leak again. But, I won't be tackling the basement till I get all up here. But I got to wait for them to get rid of, give me the final, okay, is this stuff gone? Grab what you need and then, yeah, get out of my way. I got stuff to do. So that's going to be the blogging chair. That's going to be like the serious chair. That's going to be like the BitChute chair. I do all my, like everybody loves me on my YouTube channel, but you probably, when you do the political stuff, everybody hates you, right? Oh, the back of the chair is kind of funky. But I'll have that chair for now until I get a, do you guys remember there was a chair in the gym? Remember the $5 gym at the bottom of the hall? Do you guys remember that chair, that old Victorian era chair that I should have talked to my aunt and say, hey, can I just buy that thing for me? I'll give you whatever you guys want. It was such a cool chair. It would have been so perfect right there. 52-year-old metalhead cares about chairs now. And who just went down the road? I'm turning into my grandmother. Uh-oh. She's probably saying, don't be making fun of me now. Yeah, I gotta go. Well, see, right now, my grandmother would know exactly who went down the road, but I'm gonna have to trim these bushes back so I can see the bridge again, so I can do the proper spying. I saw my great aunt in the store. It scared the crap out of her because I snuck up behind her there. If I would have yelled, I would have probably gave her a heart attack. That was my grandmother's sister, right? She's up there too. God, God bless her. She's an interesting aunt anyway. And I was telling her, yeah, I'm, cleaning up this place a bit and stuff like that. And she says, oh, you're going to use the old side, the side that you back and forth with the big Grim Reapers type of blade? I said, no, I got the powered one. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, you do that with the other one, you learn how to dance. She said, oh, well, if you got to. And so I had a nice little chat with her there. So my great aunt, yeah. So it's like, yeah, she always say, well, my grandmother go, oh well, what could you do? My great aunt always goes, save your breath, blow your porridge. No use talking to him. Nobody listens anyway. Oh yeah, some of the sayings they got, eh? And they don't say climb. They all my kind of French Irish and uncles and that they say squeezed for squeeze and climmed it, climmed the hill. Like it's its own language. Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna get done today. I gotta work tomorrow. Not here. That's why you gotta be independently well. Even if I was a multi-millionaire, I'd love, like this family. This is a family at home. I took a little bit of paint off the ceiling there. That's old driveway, but it doesn't look too bad. Like, I mean, there's no stains in there, so that's good. Got some of the cobwebs off. Somebody commented, I ain't visited until I got the cobwebs off the wall. Yeah. A giant footprint on the wall. What the? Yeah. It's like a giant paw print. It's like there's a toe, there's a toe, there's a toe, there's a toe, and then you can sort of see the foot. Must have been a sticker or something. I wonder what that was all about. That's craziness. Maybe Bigfoot kicked my wall. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get this all cleaned. I'm gonna tear that out. I mean, the reason why my brother cut around it is just there was a whole bunch of stuff there, the TV stand, and to unhook it all and all that. So when he tore out the rug, that was underneath, and he cut that out too, because the rug was a red rug, like that linoleum was there since we put that down. I think in the 1980s from my grandmother. The kitchen had some events that my brother tore it out, but this is, like I say, part of the old. You can tell like this dark plywood is like really, really, really old, and yeah, like yeah, this was always bare. So like every now and then you get a sliver in the foot if you're walking bare feet on it, but it's not too bad. Big one is just to sweep up everything. And here's that sticker again. The Doom sticker. Yeah. So I have fun doing these vlogs. I can't wait to get it out. Once I get the place like spick and span, like when all this stuff is gone, like that's gonna open up a lot of space, get a lot of stink out of here. You just gotta throw everything. Like when you let everything get bad, you have to throw out all the fabric stuff. I think the chair will be fine for a bit. I'm gonna, vacuum it out and give it a light vinegaring. Yeah, but like you see, like that's the dog stench right there, right? So I got to get all behind there, get all the cobwebs, get out all these stinky old shoes. Half of them probably don't fit them anymore, so all the dog hair. That's all dog hair. All that white stuff is dog hair. That's from you know what I mean? Like, how do you stay on top of that, right? So, um, you got to clean out all behind there, but it's not there. Like when you get in close to it, you can kind of smell it a bit because again, it's just been sitting there for God knows how long. So it's like they had their normal clothes and they just have all that stuff in bags. Everybody has a closet full of old clothes that are musty like that. But when I get everything open, it'll stay open, stay aired out, and then just stay on top of the cobwebs, which probably have to like do the whole place every month or something like that, just with the wall down the broom down the walls. And then once everything is out, then I'm going to start washing the walls. I'll give each wall a vinegar going, and then get out the Pine Sol. The reason why I want to do the vinegar is that if there is any mold or whatever, mildew, whatever, vinegar neutralizes it all, right? So, I mean, it might come back, but you do that, say, twice a year, you're good to go. But it's just like to get all this stuff cleared out, It's like kind of a bit of a hurry up and wait, but we'll get her done. We'll get her done. Anyway, I got to get cleaned up, and then I got to get out of here because I think I'm done for the day. And I got to come back tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon. And then, oh, geez, the week goes by fast. Yeah, I'll probably play my guitar for about, how much time do I got? Yeah, I got about 20 minutes. So anyway, yeah, that's my excitement for today. But the really exciting thing is, look at that, guys. You see out there, look at all those dead rose bushes and briars. It was so thick I couldn't even get to the ground even if I wanted to. So I had to rake. I raked a whole bunch of it out of there, believe it or not. So I got it there. Like everything is still like a foot tall underneath. That's the closest I could get. It was so thick I couldn't even swing. And then of course I hit something, a big 2x4 over there, and I thought I broke my freaking brush cutter on day one. It's like, but anyway, yeah, no, it worked good. Look, I can't believe that. I can see my dad's house from here. It's going to be something else. My aunt and uncle are probably like, I hope he's not going to leave it like that. Yeah. It's like, but they were so happy to see me coming around the corner with that weed whacker there, or the brush cutter there. They were like smiling and waving. And so, yeah. Don't worry. I'm going to get it. It's going to take a while. I mean, this is a big property. I mean, this is about 2.5 acres all in. And, like there's all kinds of stuff to watch out for too, like wire and stuff like that. Like my grandmother's old clothesline, it's a metal step there, so I gotta be careful around that. Those huckleberry bushes I gotta pull out. When I was a kid, there was 2 giant Manitoba maples, or 3 of them right here, and they were like 100 feet tall. God knows how old they were. They were the shade trees for the house. There was almost no trees whatsoever. You could see right up to my aunt's. You could see both barns. Like when I get into there, that's you see those tall trees in the back. My aunt wants me to cut those, but I need like a skidder or something to pull it the other way because if I fall, like they're leaning towards the barns, and I can't get I won't be able to get enough spin to make them fall and miss the barn. So, but all that other stuff in there, that I can get right away. That's gonna be my pig pen, my chickens. I'm gonna have like a super garden, guys. The garden I'm gonna have there, but I gotta cut all that Manitoba maple back probably about 20-30 feet just to get to the actual tree line. And my client, when she picked me up, I said I always say my favorite trees are Manitoba maples because I get paid so much to get rid of them, and dandelions because I get paid to get rid of them, right? The storm. But I said I don't like these ones because I'm not getting paid for them. Just, finally got even with you. But there's a huge rhubarb patch probably out back there. There might be one on the side of the house here. I don't know if it's rhubarb or not. I'll have to investigate it. But there used to be the best rhubarb patch right there. But I have to clean it. It might come back. Who knows? But maybe the briars just kind of killed it all off. But anyway, yeah, I got to get that done. But yeah, there's definitely storm in the air. But, like cleaning up all that, those lilac bushes, I got to trim those back like something severe. There's 3 of them there. I might get rid of one, get rid of that one there if they don't mind. The apple tree obviously got to keep. I like the cedars, but I got to trim them up or something. I just got to do something with them. And then maybe get rid of the clothesline. I don't think I'm going to use that. You know, just in the way of the lawnmower. You know what I mean? Keep this all. There's a wire here I got to watch out for. I can't quite see it. My brother showed me it in a couple of months ago before everything grew in, but I have to wait till it dies off. But no, I got that far anyway. And then maybe Sunday or whatever, I'm just gonna clean tight to the house. You know, so that way the veranda doesn't rot quite as much. I haven't seen the skunks yet. My brother said there's 3 of them in here. But they were coming in after the kitty cat food, and I haven't gotten. He said he stepped on one coming out one day. He stepped on him, and he closed the door, got in there, and he just missed it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I think my brother's gonna kind of miss it down here a little bit, but my brother, sister-in-law, and nephew, like they seem very happy, you know, living with grandpa. Well, I mean, it's only been a week, but we'll see how they are like 6 months down the road. I think grandpa likes it too. So my dad. So, but I noticed an improvement in my brother's morale. They're just kind of getting out of here. So the thing is for me, you know, like I like challenges and stuff. And there's really it's a rickety place. It's old. It's rustic. It's not really a challenge. There's nothing I've seen yet that is like, oh my God, you know, what have I done? You know, got a white elephant. I just haven't seen anything. The worst is the dog smell. I'm not kidding you guys. Day 5 and you know, like, I mean, yeah, like once all this dog hair is gone, I'm not going to smell it as much anymore. And like I say, it's going to probably take like about 8 months of pine sawing the crap out of everything before I really get it worked out of there. So Febreze, maybe once a month. I don't like spraying stuff like that. I don't like using chemical stuff at all, but you got to get the smell out somehow, right? So it takes a while. Best is just air. And then, you know, on the musty days, you might smell it a bit, but I think it'll be fine. You know, like it's really like I'm going to probably replace this because my dad and I moved one from my uncle. He might still have it. I'll ask him if he still has it. And, you know, if he can hang on to it another week or so, I'll get it from him if my cousin didn't take it. Because it'd be easier than trying to descent this one. This is nice. It's comfy though. My brother says you slept in it quite a bit. He says, yeah, you fall asleep. You sit in there for 5 seconds and you're, you know. But getting all this out, getting the baseboard heaters nice and clear. You never want stuff on your baseboard heaters, but you know they had a lot of stuff, and you know it happens, right? But you should never cover those, you know, because I think that was probably another reason. Like, I mean, the TV was here for my brother, stuff like that. So the heat, you know, takes a while to heat up a room with those anyway. But what a lot of people do, get a little fan near your baseboard heater, blowing it away from the baseboard heater, but not too much because it'll fool the well, I don't know if the thermostat will pick it up or whatever. The idea is to not make it seem any colder than what it is, but if you can circulate the air, you can probably, you know, heat more efficiently rather than wait for you know, to radiate the heat. But anyway, I gotta get going. I want to sit and talk all day. I want to keep going on my projects, but so in a way, it was kind of good that Paul and I didn't work today, so I got all this done. So it's coming along, guys. Like I say, Reggie Studios is coming along. Yeah, there we go. We'll end it on my drum kit there.